Hey guys, welcome back to 2 Valve GT. Today we're going to put the Mach 460 tweeters on the front doors. I recently got a set from a parted out car, and I always just kind of like the looks of that Mach 460 tweeter on the door behind the mirror, and they're easy to put in, really. I mean, if you're really not like going for, you know, a pound contest, they're kind of easy to hook up. I just wired mine into the existing door speaker is all I did to mine. And if you're fortunate enough, unlike I was, but if you're fortunate enough to find a car that's got the same color door panels as what you have, then your job just got 100% easier, which I wasn't, fortunate enough to find one the same color as mine. And the reason you got to change the door panel is, let me grab the speaker and I'll show you, get you here, is as you can see, the bottom of the speaker kind of protrudes down into the top of the door panel, which, is no big deal. Like I said, if you're fortunate enough to find the donor car with the right door panels as what you have, then your job's easier. Grab this piece here. Now what I did, as you can see, I cut my door panels out to match the opening that I needed. Now this is the piece that I cut out of the one side. I just used it for a template for the other side. And it, bam. What I used, first off, what I did is I took a razor blade and I just lightly scored the vinyl or the leather, whatever they make these out of, and peeled it off right here. It's just lightly glued onto the foam on the door, and on this inside edge down in here, you can tell it's got a few little staples. I just scored it, peeled that off, and then I took my roto zip and just ran it down through here and just cut it out, which was very simple, very easy to do. I got the one side done. We'll walk over here and I'll show you to you. Excuse the sun. I mean, it's bright out today. I got the driver's side door done already, and down, and voila, there it is. Mach 460 door, door tweeters. Now something I want to show here on the other side, which you can pat the good folks at Ford Motor Company for incorporating this into the door. What they went and did, around again, you see that hole? This hole right here, that is the screw hole for your Mach 460 tweeters. It's already in all the doors. Now that speaker, what it does, and I'll show you, we'll walk back in the garage, I'll show you, it's got like a loop molded into the backup that sits on this nut for the mirror, and it's got like a little plastic stud that sticks out that lines up in this slot right here. And then of course you got your screw hole right there. And what I did, I just popped the original door speaker out, ran my wires down through along here and then down into this hole to get back here to the door speaker, and just I wired mine in to the original door speaker wiring. I'm not 100% certain on how Ford wired them up, but and well, I was going to show you on the back of this speaker, you don't have to worry about, you know, getting it crooked or whatever, as long as you see that loop right there, that arch, as long as that sits down over that nut for that mirror, and that stud right there lines up in that slot, that hole right there, that screw hole, will line up perfect with the factory made hole that's already in the door. And I mean, it's that easy. I mean, I just always just kind of like the looks of them, of the Mach 460. I'm not a big stereo guy. I mean, as long as it works, I mean, that's all. I don't need, you know, bunch of bass vibrating all the seam sealer out of my shit. You know, I don't need nothing like that. I like to keep my windows intact. You know what I mean? But I always just kind of like the looks of them. And another thing we're going to do, we'll get into it later on, is the rear package tray on them. Let's go out here and get one, because I had to, you know, I had to paint mine. About tripped over a damn chair. I had to paint them. But what we got here, we'll walk back into the garage, get out of the sun. It's humid here in Ohio, boys. Humid as hell already. And it's like 10:30 in the morning. Get you spun around. I got the Mach 460, like wire mesh speaker grills for the back. And you probably noticed that little spot there. It's got the little Mach Audio, like, emblem badge that goes on it. It just sits down. It's got these little pieces here. You just bend them up and that thing will pop off so you can paint them. But if you're fortunate, I said earlier, if you're fortunate enough to find the donor parts out of a car that already matches your interior, I think the charcoal and black, the speaker grills are already black. Tan and the saddle interior, like in the new edges, they're the tan or the saddle color. And gray, I want to say, is black. Comment below if I'm wrong, but I want to say the gray has black grill covers for the speakers in the rear and the package tray. Now, that is real easy to do. You just take that package tray out. I mean, you could do it with it still in the car, but it'd probably be a pain in the ass. Take that package tray out. You can see there's 3 spots like this. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. What you do is line that cover up over the speaker. Take your razor blade, slit the fabric and the cardboard, and just pop that in there. And that's it. That's all you do. There's nothing fancy. I always kind of thought that the package trays were different for the Mach 460. They're not. They're the same. Best I can tell, they're the same. They just cut 3 slots in it to put that wire mesh cover on, which I kind of think it looks cool. It gives you the interior in the back seat of these SN95s is kind of like, they're kind of boring back there. And I think that speaker grill just adds a nice little touch to the back of it. It's just something I wanted to put in there. Anyway, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, tell me if you hated it, if you liked it. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings any. If you hated it, we'll talk about it. See what we can do different on the next one. If you liked it, we'll probably talk about that too. Hell, we'll talk about it, the sun shining or not. I don't care. But hit the like button, share it if you want to. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to 2Valve GT. We're trying to be your source of entertainment, more or less. But anyway, I'm gonna end this one here, and I'll see y'all later on. Be safe.